What's up, you guys? It's Steve here. And late last night, Meet Kevin announced that he's going to be running for governor of California. Well, he said he's going to be playing with the idea of running against Gavin Newsom in his recall election. However, he released a 45-minute long video with a 20-point plan on how he would improve the state of California. So he might have been giving it a little bit of thought. Now, in today's video, I'm just going to be covering the tax section of it and what taxes might look like with Governor Meet Kevin. But before I do, I want to address the elephant in the room, and that is, take a look at Kevin. My goodness, man, he really cleaned up nice. I mean, take a look at this. Less than 24 hours ago, we were doing coke with Kevin, and now it's running for governor Kevin. And I gotta say, man, he looks younger and wealthier, more successful. This is an attractive man. I would vote for him. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And man, is that all just from shaving? You know what, you guys? I'm gonna be right back. Alright, you guys, I'm back and we're going to be diving into Kevin's video and we're going to be taking a look at his proposed tax brackets for the state of California. But of course, as you guys know, it's a rule that before you watch any video on YouTube, you have to take a look at the comments first. So let's take a look at these. And actually, Andre Jick was a part of the notification squad. I hopped on and saw he was one of the first comments, and he said Kevin for president, and it's got 2.5 thousand likes, and also liked by Kevin. Also, why couldn't you have run for governor while I was there? Graham Stephan, as you guys know, he just moved to Las Vegas and did a video on why he left California. Now this one made me laugh. Since Kevin can't move to Las Vegas because of his wife, he's just going to fix the problems himself. And as you guys know, he said that Lauren said she doesn't want to leave, but Kevin's open to going anywhere. I've heard him talk about Texas quite a bit. So let's take a look at this video clip and see what Kevin has to say about what taxes in California would look like under Governor Meet Kevin.
Let's get started. Part number one for fixing California. California taxes are too high. COVID has proven that you don't need to live in a specific state to work in a specific state. This means people are literally fleeing California, especially higher income individuals, paying sales taxes and property taxes and potentially income taxes in different states, or no income taxes in different states, by fleeing to states like Texas, Florida, Nevada, Idaho, and avoiding California taxation altogether. That means not only are we losing the income tax from those individuals, but we're also losing car registrations, license registrations, or renewals, or losing sales taxes and property taxes. We're losing a lot from these individuals. And this trend has a real risk of bleeding California dry. I mean, we're already seeing Tesla not only threaten to move to Texas, but establish their next gigafactory in Texas. This is bad. We can't have companies, especially big tech companies, leaving our state because they contribute so much to our California GDP. California's cracks of this happening are already starting to show, and it's a big problem. So my solution number one. Completely eliminate all taxes for those making less than $250,000 per year. For those above this range, and to be determined, there should be a flat tax of somewhere between 5 to 7%. And we don't even need the California Franchise Tax Board to do this. We should just abolish the Franchise Tax Board altogether. And I know that sounds radical, but quite frankly, we need less bureaucracy because we're going to have to work on saving a lot of money. So there's going to be a lot of saving money that needs to happen at the government to not have a state income tax. But quite frankly, we can all do with a little less bureaucracy. And in this 20-part plan, you're going to see how I come up with generating this additional revenue, because quite frankly, it's cheap talk to say, let's get rid of income taxes without a plan. Well, I got a 20-part plan. Let's keep going on this. So to make this clear, for anyone making under $250,000, you would pay zero. Anyone making over $250,000, you would be taxed at a flat tax rate of between 5 to 7%, to be determined, on any amount above $250,000, so it'd still be zero for anything below $250,000. And this would be assessed on your federal taxable income, so you wouldn't need to do a California tax return. But just look at your IRS 1040, which you could send to us digitally, and boom, there you go, here's your fee. It's just that simple. Things can be done very simply in government. They don't need to be as complicated as they are. Anyway, the same will be true for small businesses. So small businesses, individuals making under $250,000 will pay zero in California taxes and file no California tax-related fees. But again, just eliminating the California tax without a plan for replacing $100 billion in revenue annually is cheap talk. So let's talk about this.
So there you guys have it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. As we heard him say, if you make $250,000 a year or less, zero state tax. Now, if you make over that, he said it could be 5 to 7% to be determined, but he's guessing that's roughly what it's going to be. And once again, if you want to get all the details of his 20-point plan, link in the description below. He covers housing, homelessness, gun control, all of the issues, and how he's going to be helping to improve the economy of the state of California. But let's take a look at this tax plan and let's compare it side by side with what we currently have and actually take a look at the numbers and see what the differences look like. All right, so here is the current California state tax brackets you can see for single and for married couples filing jointly. And just to clarify, single is an individual, married is pretty much going to be two people or a household. So what you'll see is the taxable income bracket double. You can see for a single, if you make $8,932 a year or less, you get taxed at 1%. Double that for a married couple filing jointly, $17,864 a year or less, you get taxed at 1%. Now, once you pass that, you go into the next tax bracket and you're taxed at 2%, and you can see all the different tax brackets for the state of California. Well, here's what Kevin's looks like. Kevin says if you make $250,000 a year or less, you owe nothing. You're taxed at 0%. But once you go over that, everything over $250,000 is going to be 5 or 7% to be determined. So an example would be if you made $500,000, you would owe $12,500, or at 7%, $17,500. So now let's take a look though at how this compares to our current California state tax brackets. All right, you guys, so I put together a spreadsheet, but don't worry, I'm going to try to keep it simple, go through it very quickly so that way I don't put anybody to sleep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare Kevin's plan at 5% and 7% to the current California state tax bracket for a married couple filing jointly. I wasn't sure if Kevin's was for single or married. Sorry if I missed it. I'm just going to assume that it's for a married couple. So we're going to compare 5 different adjusted gross incomes. So for the first one, you can see if you're a married couple filing jointly and you make $50,000, the state of California says you owe them $974.32. Kevin says you shouldn't owe anything. Now, if you make $150,000 as a married couple filing jointly, state says you owe $8,207.18. Kevin says you shouldn't owe anything. If you make $250,000, the state of California says you owe $17,507.18. Kevin says you still shouldn't owe anything, but his tax brackets kick in on everything above $250,000. So let's say you made $500,000 in the state of California. Right now, the state says you owe $40,757.18. Kevin says at 5%, you should owe $12,500 on that $250,000 above $250,000. And if you're at 7%, that would be $17,500 that you owe. So you can already see we're at less than half that you would owe with Kevin's new plan. And if you make $1 million, right now, the state of California says you owe them $94,078.85. With Kevin's plan at 5%, you owe $37,500, about a third. And at 7%, you'd owe $52,500, about half. So you can see a significant difference in Kevin's plan as opposed to the current plan. Now, as he mentioned, this would mean that there would be a lot less income coming in for the state through taxes. So, as he mentioned, he's got a 20-point plan on all the different ways he's going to help bolster the economy for the state of California without these massive amounts of record high taxes. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. So is Kevin actually going to run for governor of California? Well, I don't know. We'll see. But there is one thing I want you to take into consideration, and that is last year, Governor Gavin Newsom, his salary as the governor of California was $210,000. And last year, Kevin made $721,000 in the month of September, and for the whole year, he made over $6 million. So if he did do this, it would definitely be because he wants to help the state of California, and it would not be for the money, because that's a pretty significant chunk of change to lose. And if he runs, he's also going to have to run not only against Gavin Newsom, but also against Caitlyn Jenner, who has announced that she's going to be running for governor as well. So we will see if Kevin is going to make his run for governor. So you guys, as always, don't forget to let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Don't forget to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. It helps out a lot. Thank you so much. And if you want to stay up to date on anything going on, don't forget, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at SteveRam3. Get 2 free stocks when you download the WEBULL app in the link in the description below. Get some free crypto when you use the Coinbase link down below. And consider joining the Patreon group to get exclusive access to me and these articles before they hit YouTube. And you guys, I hope this reaches you well. Hope you have a blessed Sunday. I'll be sure to keep you up to date on who becomes the governor of California. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.